Because it pulls them up a little bit. You know, and it just...
Can you brace this?
Clip without a quip.
Game over.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Boaz Frankel, and welcome to this week's weekly web show, Clips and Quips style. Now, first up today, I'd like to thank Joyce, who wrote in from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, saying how much she liked the Rupert Grint interview. Thank you, Joyce. I would actually like to take the show on tour to Moose Jaw at some point. We're still collecting funds for that. Now, first thing on the show today, Tenacious D, also known as Jack Black and Kyle Gass, they've got a new movie coming out, and I got a chance to talk with them about Tenacious D.
And the pick of destiny.
That's what this is right here, a pick of destiny. Do you remember the first time you guys met?
Yeah, it was in a friend's apartment, and I was singing a song to a beautiful lady who is actually a good friend of ours.
Who's in the movie?
Who's in the movie and plays Jack's mom.
Oh.
Strange Oedipal coincidence,
Yeah.
if you will.
He was trying to score with this woman, and I was there, and I don't think you would even remember that I was there if I didn't remind you.
So you don't understand. You had a rep coming in.
Right.
Check out this guy.
And then Tenacious D was born soon
The
afterwards?
D was born
Actually,
a couple
we
years
were-
after that.
Yeah, we were friends we were hanging for a while before
Yeah.
it actually gelled into an act.
And then this movie's been in the works forever. Like, I feel like every
Yeah.
time I read your bios for, like, other stuff you were doing, they're like, they're also working on a Tenacious D movie. And then, like...
Well, we've often said, we will serve no D wine until it's D time.
I don't like to say serve, but
Oh shit, what is it?
I think it's there will be no D wine
yeah.
Oh.
until it's D time.
Okay. All right, well, I got it now.
Serve is fancy, but I don't want to serve
Right.
anyway.
There just will
There
be,
won't
no.
there won't
the
be any.
existence.
There are none.
So, like, what powers came together that finally sort of made this movie a reality?
Oh, the story I think was the main thing. We had to figure out what it was exactly.
It came to a break or make point. Flip that. Make a break. And it was like, it's now or never.
A Baker make moment.
And then we made a breakthrough that was basically, let's just tell the story of the true story. Biopic style.
Nice.
Now, of course, we lied a lot.
Right.
A lot of the shit didn't happen.
Exactly.
But
Sort of
kind of.
emotionally.
Not completely.
Through the looking glass.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But with that structure, we were able to just let it spill. And it kind of wrote itself once we committed to that.
And then once you got on set, were you improvising a lot or mostly sticking to the script?
Well, since we wrote it, any improv is a rewrite.
Yeah. It was pretty much stuck to the script. There were sections where it was
Yeah.
now you guys just go crazy.
Yeah, I heard
so
about
we would make shit up.
But we would rewrite it all the time to put it in our own voices. So by the time we got there, it would probably be the way we'd want to say it anyway.
Nice. And because this is sort of musical oriented, I wanted to present you guys with Clips and Quips Kazoos, which is sort of our show.
Oh, thank you so
That,
much.
you know, maybe you could, do a little jam. I think you might want to, not to critique your kazoo playing.
Hold on. I wanted you to jam with me.
Oh, yeah, I was just getting the song.
What's the name of the show?
That was awesome. Clips and Quips. That was awesome. Thanks a lot. Tenacious D
And the pick of destiny.
will be in theaters very soon. Now, you probably remember Joey Lauren Adams from a lot of her acting roles in Kevin Smith's movies. I got a chance to talk with her about her directorial debut called Come Early Morning. So, when you first wrote this, the main character was supposed to be played by you. Mm-hmm. So how did, Ashley Judd steal your part?
It was good. It took 5 years to get the money, and in that time, I decided that I wanted to direct. And for a while, I was going to do both, and then, I came to my senses and realized there's no way I could do both.
Because nobody likes those people.
They don't, and also I knew, there's so much I don't know about directing.
Right.
Both would have suffered, both the acting and the directing. So once I decided that, Ashley was really the first and only choice.
Huh. Do you feel like it was tougher to cast that role because you'd originally seen yourself in it?
It was hard to give up, but I think by the time, 5 years in, it was definitely a lot easier because I was just so ready to make the movie. But there was a bit of fear of, I wanted to, more so of how would I treat her, because I wanted to give her every opportunity, to do whatever she was going to bring to the role and not insist that it be done how I thought I would play it.
And what was that first day walking on to, your set as in your film when you're the director?
It was pretty crazy. I mean, I actually, the night before, was doing that thing where you go through your day and see it going well. And I was like, okay, I'll get up. My assistant will pick me up. We get to set.
Right.
And I was stuck. I was like, where do you go as a director? I knew as an actress where I was supposed to go. So I called our cinematographer, Timur, and asked him where I should go. And he said, just come stand by me. But then, when I walked onto the set and everything I had written was there, because we got to fortunately shoot the first scene first, which normally you don't do in film. So it was pretty amazing, and I think it was the first point I truly believed that we had the money and we're making this movie. Because they don't bring it out in a suitcase and show it to you. You just kind of have to believe them that it's there.
What sort of things have you learned from other directors you've worked with that you sort of brought to the set?
I think that, that you can be laid back. Rick Linklater's such a laid back director. It's not like you have to wear the baseball cap and the,
Right.
But, sadly, I've learned the most about directing from bad directors. Because that's when you sort of, you sit in your trailer for 6 hours and you come out and you're like, why am I sitting in my trailer for 6 hours?
Wow.
And you look at the shot list and, that's when you really question. When things are going well, you don't question, you just trust.
And it's pretty crazy. I mean, 5 years you were working on getting this made, then, you got into Sundance, then it was playing at Sundance, and now it's here. It is opening in, real theaters. Normal people who aren't in Utah can see this.
Yeah. Honestly, I'll be glad when it's all over.
Yeah.
It's been 7 years now since I first sat down to write the script.
Wow.
So, and I'm trying not to get too, I made the movie, I'm proud of the movie, it's the movie I wanted to make. If I get too caught up in it coming out, it could very well happen that 2 people go see it and it goes straight to video. I don't want to be placing, my experience on that.
Right.
I feel like there was actually this guy, John Bifus, out of Memphis, who wrote a review for the Commercial Appeal there. And the review wasn't glowing, but it was, I think, intelligent and accurate. And for me, that was, I guess, the sort of moment that I let go. I felt like, what I set out to do translated, and this man got it.
Wow.
And that's all you can kind of hope for.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, well, thanks a lot for chatting,
Thank you,
and good luck.
yeah.
I hope I'm sure more than 2 people will see it.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope more than a few thousand people see it.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks
Nice
a
to
lot.
meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Come Early Morning is playing in theaters now. And that is pretty much the end for this week's episode. Make sure to tune in next week when I'll be chatting with Hugh Jackman. It's a good interview, trust me. I just did it a few days ago, and he is awesome. Also, as always, we always like to hear from you guys. If you have questions, suggestions, angry rants, comments, whatever, send them my way at boaz@clipsquips.com. Just like it says down there. And if we read your comment on the air, we'll send you something exciting. Maybe this glowing pick of destiny, perhaps. Anyways, I will see you next week.